Okay, welcome to day 60, which I think is going to be the halfway point for the bulk, which is exciting. Also, I bought, or here, let me grab it real quick. I bought this new protein powder because my vanilla one's almost out, and it's supposed to be like glazed donut flavor, right? But I tried it because I was mixing it into the protein powder, and then I was cleaning off the spoon with my mouth, of course, so that I could use the spoon to mix the peanut butter, and it just honestly did not really taste that good in my opinion. So yeah, don't get the Dunkin' glazed donut ISO 100 protein powder because Dunkin' Donuts isn't even a donut place, okay? And I'm not just saying that because I work at a different donut establishment, but they literally do coffee, so stick to coffee flavors, I guess. If they're gonna do a Dunkin' collab, they should do it with a coffee flavored protein powder instead of a donut flavored protein powder. But maybe I'm speaking too soon. It was only not even a spoonful, so I'm about to taste this yogurt bowl and maybe it'll be insane. But all I have to do today school-wise is my Texas history assignment, which I don't really want to do, but I have to do it because it's due tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and get a good amount of it done today, or all of it done today if I really focus, which is unlikely. But yeah, I was 164.4 today, and I was 164.6 yesterday, so I mean, that doesn't even really matter. But what else? Also, if you haven't watched Jeff Nippard's new video, I really would, because it's nothing but good news in my opinion. And I feel like I've been following essentially what he came to a conclusion to, which is that low volume is basically superior to high volume. And what's it called? Basically, I might change my not my split or anything, but my amount of sets, so my volume, to focus on one muscle group and just blast it for the rest of the bulk. And it's probably gonna be my triceps because they're lacking the most, I feel. But yeah, if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you watch it because it was really good. What else? Yeah, I think that's it for now. So here's the macros for this meal, and let me show y'all. I kind of overcooked my eggs. Here's my 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg whites, spinach, my bread with a hole in it, of course, my turkey bacon, my cheese, my yogurt bowl, which looks delicious, and then my peanut butter. But yeah, basically, yeah, I think that's it for now. So I will see y'all when I'm eating my second meal. Also, I woke up late. It's 1 right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna have an oatmeal bowl, but if I do, I should probably have it soon, so that I'm not on a full stomach when I get to the gym, which is one of the worst things you can do, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, if not, I'll just eat a big meal regardless pretty soon, probably in an hour. But yeah, so I'll see y'all when I'm doing whatever I'm doing next. Goodbye. Okay, it's time for my second meal. I haven't checked the time, but I think I started cooking around 3, so it's probably 4-ish right now, which means I have to eat my oatmeal bowl right after this. And I worked on my Texas history assignment a little bit. Definitely not as much as I should have because I was kind of on my phone for a good amount of the time, which is it's getting so bad, honestly. I need to detox from my phone. But anyways, I should still have a good amount of time before I get a car after I eat my oatmeal to work. So that also leaves my reading that I have to do. I don't even know why I'm tired. Well, actually, I do get why I'm tired. What else? I don't have anything tomorrow, which is pretty exciting, honestly. I think I might go watch the Demon Slayer movie, but again for the third time, just to watch it one more time before it leaves theaters. But I'm also kind of broke. I have like 80 bucks to my name right now, so, which is obviously more than enough to go to the movies, but I'm also running low, or like I'm about to run out of my magnesium glycinate supplement. Oh my gosh, my brain just stopped working. So I need more seasoning. So I have 40 cash, so I'll probably I'll either spend what's left in my account on my card at HEB to get more of my magnesium glycinate, and then I'll just see what I have left by the end of today. Other than that, I think all I might need to re-up on soon is like cereal and maybe yogurt. But yeah, anyways, let me show y'all this meal. This meal is so goated. Like, the swap from potatoes to rice was like just the best thing I could have done, because it's more food, more nutrients that I care about, and yeah, just more food. So here's the macros for this meal, and let me show y'all this masterclass of a meal, which looks insane. My cat has just been sitting on this little bench this whole time. I love my cat. I also love my dog, but he's on his bed right now. Yeah, that's it for now, I guess. So I'll put a picture of the oatmeal bowl. I don't know if I'll separate the macros or not, or if I'll just include the oatmeal bowl with this meal's macros, because I am eating them back to back. But yeah, I think I'll just include the macros. Actually, no, I'll separate them. So here's the oatmeal. I don't know if I already did this. I probably did, bro. I have like short-term memory loss or something. But yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm just yapping now. Goodbye. I'll see you when I'm doing whatever I'm doing next. Alright, guys. Oh, I'm home. It's like, I don't even know what time it is. Probably like 11:30. And I didn't feel like cooking a big meal, so I just made like a really high-calorie yogurt bowl, basically. But let me show y'all said bowl, which looks insane, and my peanut butter, of course. I'm also gonna eat this just cause I have a little bit of room. I'm like a tiny bit over my calories, but I should be fine. But I still have to read, so I'll do that after I eat this, and then I have to edit today's video. I kind of want to get on the game, but I should probably just finish my Texas history assignment so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. But I don't know. I'll see what I'm gonna do after this. I know I'll read for sure, but yeah, I don't want to be asleep too late like I was last night, because then I'll wake up late and then that's like a lot of my day wasted. But yeah, so enough yapping, and I'll see y'all when I'm talking about what I read. So goodbye. Hello, twin, and welcome to me talking about what I read today, which is Numbers chapter 11 and 12. These were two actually pretty interesting chapters. So chapter 11 is titled The Discontent of the People, and basically it starts with the Israelites complaining about their food, and they're basically saying that they are unhappy with what they're being given. So the manna, I don't know if you remember this, but when they were first going through the desert, the Lord gave them manna to eat so they wouldn't die of starvation. And so while they're moving, I'm assuming they're getting this manna again, and they complain about the fact that they're not like able to eat meat. And so they basically complain to Moses. So it says, the riffraff among them were so greedy for meat that even the Israelites lamented again, if only we had meat for food. We remember the fish we used to eat without cost in Egypt, and the cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic, but now we are famished. We have nothing to look forward to but this manna. So they're being very ungrateful, basically. And so it says, when Moses heard the people, family after family, crying at the entrance of their tents, so that the Lord became very angry, he was grieved. And so then Moses basically complains to the Lord, and he says, why do you treat your servant so badly? Why are you so displeased with me that you burden me with all this people? So he's like, why are you making me deal with all the Israelites, basically, is what he's asking the Lord. And I'm going to read what he says, because it's actually pretty interesting. He says, was it I who conceived all this people, or was it I who gave them birth, that you tell me to carry them at my breast like a nurse carrying an infant to the land you have promised under oath to their fathers? Where can I get meat to give all this people, for they are crying to me, give us meat for food. I cannot carry all this people by myself, for they are too heavy for me. If this is the way you deal with me, then please do me the favor of killing me at once, so that I no longer face my distress. So Moses is like, how do you expect me to treat all these Israelites like I'm their mother, like I'm a mother caring for an infant, basically, is what he's saying. And he's saying that to do him the favor of killing him if he still wants him to keep taking care of these people by himself. And so the Lord says to Moses, so that's the end of the first part, which is the discontent of the people. And then the next part is called the 70 elders. And then it says, the Lord said to Moses, assemble for me 70 of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be elders and authorities among the people, and bring them to the tent of meeting. When they are in place beside you, I will come down and speak with you there. I will take some of the Spirit that is on you, and will confer it onto them, that they may share the burden of the people with you. You will then not have to bear it by yourself. So he's basically dissipating, I don't know if that's the word, but he's spreading out the burden among these 70 elders, right? And he's I guess, taking some of Moses' spirit and, instilling it on to all these men. And so he says, to the people, however, you shall say, sanctify yourselves for tomorrow, when you shall have meat to eat. For in the hearing of the Lord you have cried, if only we had meat for food. Oh, how well off we were in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat to eat, and you will eat it, not for 1 day, not for 2 days, or 5, or 10, or 20 days, but for a whole month, until it comes out of your very nostrils and becomes loathsome to you. For you have rejected the Lord who is in your midst, and in his presence you have cried, why did we ever leave Egypt? But Moses said, the people around me include 600,000 soldiers, yet you say I will give them meat to eat for a whole month. 600,000 soldiers is crazy. Can enough sheep and cattle be slaughtered for them? If all the fish of the sea were caught for them, would they have enough? And the Lord answered Moses, is this beyond the Lord's reach? You shall see now whether or not what I have said to you takes place. So the Lord's saying, you're about to get what you deserve, or what you've been asking for and more, because, you're basically saying, why did we ever leave Egypt? Simply because you don't have meat to eat. And now he's saying that he's going to feed them so much meat that they're going to hate it, basically, which is crazy. And even Moses is you're going to supply that much meat for all these Israelites? And then the Lord's all right, bro, you'll see whether or not I really do it. And so then the next part is called the Spirit on the elders, which is just where the Lord says that he's going to do, basically spread out the burden among the 70 elders. And then the next part is called the quail. And then, so here's what it says. It says, there arose a wind from the Lord that drove in quail from the sea. Sorry. And left them all around the campsite to a distance of a day's journey, and at a depth of 2 cubits upon the ground. So all that day, all night, and all the next day, the people set about to gather in the... Okay, my phone ran out of storage, so I had to delete some stuff. So anyways, as I was saying, so all that day, all night, and all the next day, the people set about to gather in the quail. Even the one who got the least gathered 10 homers of them, which is, let me search that up. I'm assuming it just means the person who got the least probably still got a shit ton. So a homer is a large ancient unit of volume for both dry goods and liquid, roughly equivalent to 2 liters or about 58 US gallons, which is crazy. That's the least of what people got. And then it says, then they spread them out all around the camp. But while the meat was still between their teeth, before it could be chewed, the Lord's wrath flared up against the people, and the Lord struck them with a very great plague. So that place was named Kibroth-Hattaavah, because it was there that the greedy people were buried. From Kibroth-Hattaavah, the people set out for Hazeroth, where they stayed. Kibroth Hatava means graves of greed. So basically he punished the people for their greed and their what's it called? I guess their discontent, their ungratefulness is what I mean to say. So that's the end of chapter 11. So chapter 12 is titled The Jealousy of Aaron and Miriam. And so basically Miriam and Aaron speak out against Moses, right? And they're basically jealous of his authority, and they complain, is it through Moses alone that the Lord has spoken? Has he not spoken through us also? And the Lord heard this. So they're basically like, yeah, they're just jealous of Moses, essentially. And then it says, now the man Moses was very humble, more than anyone else on earth. So at once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, come out, you three, to the tent of meeting. And the three of them went. Then the Lord basically calls Aaron and Miriam forward, and he says, now listen to my words. If there are prophets among you, in visions I reveal myself to them. In dreams I speak to them. Not so with my servant Moses. Throughout my house he is worthy of trust. Face to face I speak to him, plainly and not in riddles. The likeness of the Lord he beholds. Why then do you not fear to speak against my servant Moses? And so the Lord's wrath flared up against him, and he departed. So he's basically saying, like, you know, if there's a prophet among the Israelites, I only like speak to them in basically riddles or like in dreams or visions. But Moses I speak to directly, because that's how much the Lord trusts Moses. And then he's saying, so how are you not going to be fearful of basically talking mess about Moses? Because he's the one above all, basically, among the Israelites. And so he's just getting mad at Aaron and Miriam for being jealous and talking bad about him. And so Miriam's punishment is the title of the next part, and it says, now the cloud withdrew from the tent, and there was Miriam, stricken with a scaly infection, white as snow. When Aaron turned toward Miriam and saw her stricken with snow-white scales, he said to Moses, ah, my Lord, please do not charge us with the sin that we have foolishly committed. Do not let her be like the stillborn baby that comes forth from its mother's womb with its flesh half consumed. Then Moses cried to the Lord, please not this, please heal her. So even after Moses was talked about badly by Aaron and Miriam, he's still like asking the Lord to take away her punishment. And then the Lord answers Moses, saying, suppose her father had spit in her face, would she not bear her shame for 7 days? Let her be confined outside the camp for 7 days, afterwards she may be brought back. So basically the Lord's like, I'm not just going to heal her like that, like she needs to face her punishment. And it says, so Miriam was confined outside the camp for 7 days, and the people did not start out again until she was brought back. After that, the people set out for Hazeroth and encamped in the wilderness of Paran. So, I forget who Miriam is. Oh, she's the older sister of Moses and Aaron. I see. But, yeah. I don't know why Aaron didn't get punished. Or maybe he was next, and then the Lord was like, you know what, nah, y'all got enough. But yeah, that's Numbers chapters 11 and 12, so both like actually interesting chapters to read. And yeah, so it's 12:20 right now. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'm gonna get in bed and probably edit today's video and maybe work on my assignment. But I'm definitely gonna be asleep by 2 a.m. tonight, just so I can like get 8 hours, still wake up at 10, have time to, to not waste my whole day sleeping. But yeah, if you're watching this, let me slow down, because I haven't even showed today's macros. What else? I did my cardio today. I don't know if I mentioned that, 45 minutes. I didn't buy anything at HEB because I low-key didn't have time, but yeah, it was also a good workout. I blasted my triceps. Also, I did the JM press for the first time because I think it's the long head that I've been trying to target, and overhead extensions don't really target it that well, I've heard. And all I've done for triceps really is just like overhead extension and then like single arm extension. And so I did mention yesterday that I was going to start blasting my triceps, so that is what I did today. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else to discuss. So now if you're watching this, thank you. And I will see y'all tomorrow for day 61. So subscribe if you want. comment if you want, and leave a like if you'd like. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.